Welcome, everyone. Today, I want to share a story that reminds us of the resilience of the human spirit. Sometimes, the greatest climb begins after you hit rock bottom. Meet David Parker. Not long ago, he was living the dream, running a successful business in Chicago, enjoying the luxury of a high-rise apartment with breathtaking views of the skyline. But life has a way of throwing curveballs. One wrong deal, one fateful signature, and everything he had built came crashing down. In just 6 months, David went from boardrooms filled with laughter and success to bus stops, waiting for a ride that never seemed to come. The lavish dinners he once enjoyed turned into nights spent skipping meals, his stomach echoing the emptiness he felt inside. Friends who once surrounded him began to fade away, and the support of family felt like a distant memory. One freezing night, after losing his last job, David found himself wandering the streets, feeling utterly lost. As he sat on a cold bench, the weight of despair pressed heavily on his chest. But in that moment of darkness, something shifted. He realized that hitting rock bottom wasn't the end. It was a turning point. With the flicker of hope igniting within him, David began to reflect on his journey. He started to embrace the lessons learned from his failures, recognizing that they were stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Slowly but surely, he began to rebuild not just his career, but his sense of self-worth. David's story teaches us that even in our lowest moments, we have the power to rise again. So, if you ever find yourself feeling defeated, remember that every setback can be a setup for a comeback. Thank you for joining me today. If you found inspiration in David's journey, consider following or subscribing for more uplifting stories. Together, let's keep climbing.